The margin was 8 points at quarter time, favouring the Bombers. In the second quarter, they've stretched that to 18. Essendon 9-11, 65. Richmond a 7-5, 47. Unfortunately, I've had to stop Bernie Quinlan midway through a cup of tea for a comment on the first half, Bernie. But the Bombers appear to just be able to keep their noses in front.
Well, they just seem to be taking hold of the match towards the end of that quarter, I thought, Robbo. They seem to get a few players out on their own, Sandy. And you look at the scoring opportunities they've had, it's 20 scoring shots to 12. They've got the class players up on that forward line. James Hird, he's kicked 2 goals 4. He could have easily made it 5 goals 1. He's had plenty of the ball. They've got good class players. Wanganeen across the back line. Also Michael Long around midfield, half forward. And also when Derek Kicker came on the ground, he gave them a lift as well. And here's the incident with Somerville involved with Bullis. And we saw him taken from the ground after that. Robbo?
Yes, I'd like to give credit to Denham. I think Denham's done a terrific job on Craig Lambert. It was mentioned during the second term by Peter McKenna. I think that his tagging role has been excellent. And also we've spoken, I think, very much about Wanganeen. His first quarter was fantastic.
Brilliant.
The best player probably for Richmond in that first half was Knights.
Right, thank you, gentlemen. 1993 season about to get underway. Some brand new football, and I'm happy to say, on 7, a brand new football song, the name of the game.
Gentlemen, please.
135 football seasons ago, 4 sportsmen decided to change the name of the game.
So,
You've got the posts.
between the posts, the goal.
Why can't we use our hands to
Mark the ball.
What about these posts?
Stick up 2 sticks in the goal. We put the emphasis on kicking.
Why outside? Why can't we pass forward?
Keeps the game flowing.
What do we call it? But will anybody bother turning up?
The name of the game, Australian, and of course the name of the game, Aussie rules on 7 right throughout this coming winter. I hope you can stay with us for what should be a fascinating season. We'll take a break. Coming up, all the news, the football news, the behind-the-scenes news from Scott Palmer.
For inspiration, there have been few moments to equal Tim Watson's burst in the third quarter of the 1981 night grand final.
McClure from the back, skipping over well as Watson racing into goal, shoots, and has put it through.
Welcome back. The Bombers like an Ansett jet at the moment, flying high, but we've still got a half of football to go. Hard at work in the Sunday Herald Sun offices, the one and only Scott Palmer. It's good to talk to you again, Scotty. For the first time this year, we've had a lot of practice matches today, but the big news up north is that the Bears are celebrating in a big way.
Sure are. They recorded their biggest win, 74 points, and kicked more goals than ever before, 26, against the Sydney Swans today. Roger Merritt and Darryl White kicked 5 each, and Darryl, who was supposed to kick 4, Robbie Wall said, go out and kick 4, hit 5, and he said, give me the 5, big Robbie.
He's going to be a player. Arden Street opened their gates to Collingwood, and North did very nicely, thank you.
27 points. Wayne Carey kicked 6 goals, and Barry Mitchell made his debut for the Collingwood side, the $1 million man. He came off late in the game in the last quarter, obviously needing match practice. Sandy?
Scotty, what about the Hawks? Are they back on track? They're up against the Lions.
Darren Baxter, the tagger, did a very, very good job for them today. The Hawks got home by 37 points against Fitzroy. Dunstall kicked 4, and young Shane Crawford, roving with John Platten, going to be the star of the future.
Geelong and Carlton, and the Cats proving too good for the Blues.
14 points. Mark Neal kicked 5 for the Cats. There's interesting news out there. Malcolm Blight said that his spies had done their homework, and they sort of believe that Tony Lockett is carrying an injury to his leg and won't play in the opening game of the season next week at Cardinia Park. Yeah. I'm not too sure about that, because Plugger said that forget the scaremongers, I'll be playing.
Now, if he does play, who does Malcolm Blight intend playing on him at full-back?
It looked today that, though, Billy Brownless was being groomed for the job, Sandy. Be a high-flying affair, that one.
He'll hate that. Just in closing, news of that draft tampering last November. It's still not over?
Still hovering there, Sandy. I believe that charges could be laid, and that's going to be bad news for a couple of clubs at the start of the season.
All right, the Ace News Hound is back with us once again. Scotty, keep punching, won't you?
See you, mate.
Certainly shall. We'll take a break. Be back with the third quarter here at Waverley Park, where at the moment the Bombers hold the ascendancy to the tune of 18 points. Tigers back out on the ground as we go down to the ground now for his boundary report, and with him a special non-speaking guest, Jared Healy.
Thanks very much, Sandy. Well, with the retirement of Tim Watson, we've been left with a skeleton staff down here on the boundary, which is just as well because he's going to help us explain exactly what happened to Paul Salmon in this incident last Saturday. Here we go on screen. Paul takes a pretty good mark under some pressure there from McIntosh, and down he goes. Hand first, then he takes all his weight through that right shoulder. And if you can see here in a very short moment on our skeleton here, this is the AC joint that we had so much confusion about here. This bone here, the clavicle, has popped out. It's snapped out a acromioclavicular ligament, and that's why it's called the AC joint. There it is, the AC joint, acromioclavicular. That is now floating in the wind at the present time, and Paul will miss 2 to 4 weeks.
Thank you, Jared. 3 gentlemen who are a little more solidly built: Bernie Quinlan, Ian Robertson and Drew Morford.